just going into it. Okay. Crazy Stupid Love by Dan Fogelman. Fade in, interior French restaurant, Pasadena, California, evening. Soft music, a classy joint. Below the tables, we pan well-heeled feet nuzzling. Finally, we settle on a pair of feet, white sneakers sitting opposite fancy high heels. These feet aren't nuzzling. There's distance here. Pull up, revealing Cal Weaver, 42, and his wife, Tracy, 41. A handsome couple. He'd be JFK to her Jackie O, if he gave a shit. Unfortunately, he doesn't, i.e. white sneakers and fancy French restaurant. Cal pulls out reading glasses, looks at the menu.
Well, I'm full. You're all right, hon. I shouldn't have eaten all that bread. Want to just, your dessert?
Tracy is lost in thought, gazing at a menu.
You okay, babe? Seem out of it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about what I want.
Me too. Okay. Let's say it at the same time. 1, 2, 3, creme brulee.
I want a divorce.
Cut to interior suburban house, same evening. Jessica, 17, chases after Molly, 9. Jessica's skinny, wears glasses, a hipster t-shirt. In 5 years, she's going to make all the boys' heads spin, but not yet.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
She grabs Molly and tickles her. Molly squeals with delight. As she kicks, smash! A picture falls off the nearby console. Jessica picks it up. On smashed photo, Cal and Tracy. This is their house. Back to scene.
It's okay. It's my fault. All right, kiddo. It's getting late. Let's get you to bed before your parents get home. Don't give me the puppy eyes, you little maniac. Go brush your teeth.
Molly giggles, runs upstairs. Once Molly's gone, Jessica looks at the photo. She eyes Cal affectionately. Cut to interior bar. Meanwhile, 2 young professional women drink and laugh at a table. Hannah, 24, is clearly buzzed.
I don't care. I love him, and given the opportunity, I'd have his babies.
Her best friend, Liz, 29, laughs.
Seriously. Conan O'Brien. You do Conan O'Brien.
I'm just saying, Richard's a lot of things. Successful, smart.
Boring, workaholic, sexually repressed.
But he's not very funny, that's all.
Yeah, well, you want funny, you go watch the Cosby reruns. You want a good lay, you get yourself some of that.
She motions off to the side.
What?
That hot piece that's been checking you out for the last hour.
The crowd parts, revealing Jacob Palmer, 32, the smoothest, coolest son of a bitch you've ever seen. He tilts his glass at them, toasting. Interior Lexus SUV. Meanwhile, Cal sits in the passenger seat, dazed. A to-go box from the French restaurant is in his lap. Tracy drives.
Are you going to say anything?
Nothing.
Almost 25 years in marriage, you have nothing to say?
She looks at him. He turns to her, about to say something, then stops himself, turns back forward. It's silent, devastating. Cut back to interior Cal and Tracy's house. Meanwhile, Jessica stops at a bedroom door. She hears music coming from inside, puts her ear to the door. It's Lady Gaga. It's awful. She smiles, knocks, and opens the door at the same time.
Hey, your sister is asleep. Just checking if you're alive.
She screams. Robbie Weaver, 13, quickly covers himself up. He was masturbating.
Close the door!
Back to Jessica,
sorry,
who slams
Robbie.
the door shut.
I'm sorry, Robbie. I didn't see anything. I swear.
Back inside room, Robbie lies there frozen, horrified. Interior bar. Meanwhile, where Liz and Hannah keep drinking.
I don't know, Hannah, your life is just so PG-13.
Hannah's mouth drops open.
My life is not PG-13.
So is. You've never left LA. You pass the bar, you're gonna be like, what, a patent lawyer, probably married to that snooze Rose Richard. I just worry about you, that's all. Hell, you've resorted to fantasizing about Conan, a ginger dick O'Brien.
He's funny.
He looks like a carrot, honey.
Was it Carrot?
They turn. It's Jacob Palmer, the stud from earlier.
Hi,
Hi. Who looks like a carrot?
Conan O'Brien. My friend Hannah here thinks he's sexy.
Funny, I think your friend Hannah here is very sexy.
You
Hannah
did
laughs.
just say that.
Yeah, pretty sure I did.
How old are you?
36 next month.
Then you should know by now that cheesy pickup lines don't work.
Jacob sits down at their table uninvited.
I find you incredibly sexy. It's a fact, not a cheesy pickup line. There are many attractive women in this bar, including your friend here, and I have not been able to take my eyes off you. Only you for the past 2 hours. Again, not a cheesy pickup line, just a fact. Answer this quickly, without thinking about your answer. Do you find me attractive?
Hannah doesn't flinch.
I
You
don't.
don't? Ah, yes you do.
Yes, she does.
I'm an accomplished lover. If you come home with me, I am confident you will leave satisfied multiple times.
You've got to be kidding.
We'll make love and it will be amazing. You'll laugh afterward and say, oh my God, I never do this kind of thing. Then you'll do it again.
Is that so?
It is. So now I'm gonna ask if I can buy you another drink. If you say yes, we'll have one more cocktail each, just enough to start losing inhibitions. Not enough to get sloppy after all. I promise to satisfy you.
Multiple times.
That's right. So here we go. Hannah, can I buy you a drink?
Hannah and Liz share a look.
What do you expect me to say to that?
Margarita, rock, salt.
Wow.
She stands, grabs her coat and Liz's hand.
Okay, time to go.
Liz doesn't move.
I'll go home with you. You can call me Hannah. I don't give a crap.
Liz!
Another time, maybe.
Giggling, the girls leave the bar. Interior Lexus SUV. Still driving, Tracy looks at Cal. He remains silent.
I'm unhappy, Cal. I've tried not to be. We've been married so long, somewhere we became stagnant, you know?
He keeps staring straight ahead.
Okay, you're not talking, and you know that only makes me talk more. Maybe that's good. Maybe that's good. Okay. There's this person.
No response.
We've been spending time together. Lunches, meetings, that kind of stuff.
Silence. She closes her eyes tightly.
I slept with him. Kind of.
Tracy opens one eye, taking a peek. Nothing.
No, kind of. I can't believe I said kind of. That's just not something you do in a kind of way. I slept with someone. There. I said it. I slept with someone. Oh gosh, it's the worst thing I've ever done, but it just feels so good to say out loud. I slept with someone. I slept with someone. I slept with someone. I slept with... Please stop me. Please say something.
No reaction.
David Jakowitz from work. You met him at the Christmas party. You remember that party? They had the giant paper mache wreaths. I kept asking the decorator how he made it. You wore that sweater.
Finally, Cal speaks.
Please stop.
The last person in the world I'd ever want to hurt was you, Cal.
You keep talking, I'm going to get out of the car.
But the fact that it could happen at all, I think it just shows how broken we are. And
Okay.
Just like that, Cal opens the door to the moving car and simply steps out. Tracy screams as Cal goes flying. He screeches to a stop as he tumbles to the curb in her rearview mirror. Exterior street, continuous action. Tracy runs to him. He's on the curb, bloodied but okay.
are you out of your mind? Is that too loud? Sorry.
He looks up at her, pleading.
I'll leave tonight.
I'm okay.
Sign whatever you want me to sign. If you'll just stop talking about it.
She touches his bloody forehead, affectionate. There's still something there.
Okay.
Okay.
He stands, limps back to the car. Interior, the Weaver house. Meanwhile, Jessica sits on the living room couch. Robbie enters, stands there. He's a precocious, adorable, masturbation-addicted 13-year-old.
Sorry, you got to see that.
She keeps staring straight ahead.
I should have knocked.
Silence after a long beat.
For the record, I think about you while I do it.
Robbie!
I have a picture of you, and I look at it the whole time.
Stop it.
I love you, Jessica. I know you're 17. I know I just turned 13, which is the same age as the little brother, and you're technically my babysitter, but someday our age difference will be inconsequential, which is good because
Robbie,
I'm pretty sure you're my soulmate.
She stops, looks at him, and smiles gently.
listen, Robbie,
Is that my parents?
Home.
Shit.
hi, Mr.
Does-
and Mrs. Weaver. How was dinner? Oh my God, Mr. Weaver, you're bleeding. Why are you bleeding?
Mrs. Weaver told me she wants a divorce, so I jumped out of the car. Hope the kids behaved. Hope the kids behaved. Come on, I'll drive you home.
Robbie steps into frame.
Dad?
Oh, I didn't know you were here.
You're getting divorced?
Yes,
Cal!
And you jumped out of a car?
a moving car. Yeah,
Cal!
I'm sorry you found out this way.
Sorry you jumped out of a car.
Thanks, Jessica. You got your coat?
Interior Lexus SUV. Later. Cal drives now. Jessica in the front. Awkward. Finally, Cal starts talking to himself. Almost shell-shocked.
Talk to the kids tomorrow. Tell them we're separating. Just separating. We'll do it together.
He thinks.
I'll have to tell Nana. I'll have to tell Nana. Oh, she's gonna be crushed. Not right now. She's got enough to worry about.
He trails off. Another long beat of silence. Then he remembers his company and turns toward Jessica.
So I hear Stanford early admission, huh? Hey, Dad's so proud.
Yeah. You're bleeding real bad, Mr. Weaver.
She goes to touch his eye. Out of nowhere, he starts banging the shit out of his steering wheel.
David Lindenhagen? You're kidding me? David fucking Lindenhagen? God damn her.
He calms down slowly, pulls up to a driveway.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Jessica reaches for the door but stops. She takes a deep breath, adorable.
Mr. Weaver, I know you don't know me very well, but I've been babysitting for your family for 3 years. You're the nicest dad of any of the families I babysit for by a country mile. You're funny and you're always really generous, and you're the only dad who's excited, genuinely excited to check on his kids when he gets home from dinner. Now, I like Mrs. Weaver. I like her a lot, but if she wants to divorce you, well, I think she's batshit crazy.
Cal smiles, distracted but grateful.
In fact, and I hope this doesn't make you uncomfortable, I think I've developed a little crush.
Hey, do me a favor. Can you not mention what's going on between Mrs. Weaver and I to the parents? It's probably better to hear from us, okay? That's my girl.
Jessica awkwardly gets out of the car.
Hey, Jessica. Thanks for listening.
She smiles, turns back. She freezes when she sees he's holding cash out the window to pay her.
You put this in that fake ID you'll need at Stanford.
And with a sad wink, he drives off, leaves her standing there, lovelorn and $45 richer. Cut to interior bar later. Cal sits at the bar, drinking away his sorrows. He's disheveled, a bit wobbly. He motions for the bartender.
Another vodka cranberry?
Yes, yes.
A girl, 30s, approaches the bar. Cal taps her shoulder, a drunken train wreck waiting to happen.
Guess what? Guess what?
Did this? What?
My wife is having intercourse with someone who isn't me.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Very nice of you to say. Just told me tonight. Obviously came as a bit of a shock, and you're not listening anymore.
The girl has turned back to a group of friends.
I bet you wouldn't ignore me if I was David Lingenhagen. I doesn't ignore David Lingenhagen. He screws him.
Something catches Cal's eye across the bar. We pan to Jacob Palmer, wearing his $2,000 suit. He's now got two beautiful women fawning over him at his table. Cal takes him in for a long beat, turns back to the bartender, and decides.
Lame.
Exterior corporate apartment morning. You know these places, basically a strip of identical housing units, usually occupied by newly divorced dads. A woman, 60s, gives Cal the tour.
So it's pretty no frills. Unit 2 is a lot like Unit 1, except you're downstairs, so the ground is closer, which is nice.
Interior corporate apartment moments later, the most depressing, empty, beige place ever.
The price is right.
Well, a ton of divorced guys are here. You'll fit right in.
Cal sighs, unenthused.
I'll take it.
Oh, and the gym has an elliptical machine. I assume you want to get back into shape.
Cal looks down, embarrassed.
Yes.
Great! I'll let you know when they fix it.
Interior office afternoon. Cal sits at his desk doing paperwork. His boss enters.
Cal, I just got the weekly sales report. Good, good, good. You really killed this quarter. Keep it going. You're going to be sitting in my seat by the year's end. Really great, Cal. Seriously.
So Tracy and I were getting a divorce.
Divorce. That's it? Amy heard you crying in the bathroom. We all thought it was cancer. Thank God.
I have to go buy furniture now.
Go
Cal
for it.
stands, exits.
It could have been cancer, buddy.
Interior furniture store later. Cal is sitting on a plain faux modern couch. He's staring into space. A salesman approaches.
Can I help you, sir?
My wife is sleeping with David Lindenhagen. I need a couch.
Ooh, I understand. Can I give you a word of advice? One divorced man to another? If you don't mind.
Sure.
Get the matching shake. Hill or deal?
He pats the adjacent piece. Cal processes this.
I want a new page.
I'll write you up.
Interior bar night. Cal's back at the bar, sipping his drink. He looks absolutely exhausted. He looks across the bar. At his usual table, Jacob is now wooing a new woman. Cal shakes his head, amazed at this guy's chutzpah. A guy grabs the open bar stool next to Cal. Cal reacts.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm waiting for a friend.
You've been holding the seat for an hour.
Yeah, well, my wife is screwing David Lindenhagen, so eat one.
The guy shrugs, walks away. Cal looks at his watch, puts a napkin on his drink, and stands. Interior bathroom later. Cal pees. Jacob steps into frame in the adjacent urinal. Cal does a friendly "I'm peeing next to you" nod. Then,
Now, but notice that you're always surrounded by women, multiple women,
Jacob doesn't even turn.
and getting divorced or in the process, and be single again.
Nothing.
Any advice?
Yeah.
Jacob zips, flushes, turns.
Don't start conversations with people while they're pissing.
He walks away, washes his hands, exits. A beat, then.
So lame.
Interior bar later. Cal's a few drinks in now. The door to the bar opens as Bernie, late 40s, rushes in. An oak tree of a man. He's carrying a shopping bag.
Sorry I'm late. I had to pick something up from Macy's.
Don't worry about it. Here, sit. I've been guarding the stool all my life.
Bernie sits, looks uncomfortable.
It's good to see you, man. I've called you a few times. It's been a rough couple of days, obviously. Anything I could use more than my old pal Bernie to unload on. Hey, we should play racquetball. When's the last time we played racquetball?
Claire won't let me be friends with you anymore.
Cal takes this in.
Sorry, what?
She said we had to choose between you and Tracy. I chose you. She said no.
He pulls a wrapped package from the bag, hands it to Cal.
It's cologne.
Are you breaking up with me?
Claire's waiting in the car. There's a gift receipt in there. Sorry.
Bernie stands awkwardly. He pats Cal on the shoulder, lingers a bit too long, then simply turns and exits. Cal is left alone. He raises a finger at the bartender.
Have anything with a worm in it? Because I'd like a gallon of that now.
On Jacob, legs crossed, martini in hand, he's been watching Cal get dumped this whole time. He pans up from Cal's feet, the white sneakers, bad navy blue dress socks, dad khakis, an ill-fitting, untucked dress shirt, half-lidded eyes, rumpled hair. Jacob shakes his head. Jesus Christ. He says something to the woman who currently sits at the table. She nods, gets up, and walks away. Back to Cal. As the bartender pours him a second shot, he's now showing pictures from his wallet to the bartender.
My youngest, Molly. Her two favorite things are High School Musical and her mother. I hate both her two favorite things.
A sharp whistle interrupts. Cal turns, sees Jacob. Jacob motions for Cal to come over. Every move Jacob makes is practiced, perfectly cool. Cal points at himself. Me? Jacob nods. Yep. Cal shrugs, stands, and wobbles over towards Jacob.
Jacob Palmer.
Cal,
I'd like to buy you a drink, Cal.
I already have a drink.
Let me buy you a drink, Cal.
Okay.
Jacob motions to the bartender, who nods. Cal sits.
My wife is cheating on me with
David Lindhagen. Yes, Cal. I've heard. We've all heard. For the last 2 nights, I've watched you batter every poor soul in this bar with your sad sack glued sob story.
Cal takes this in. He stands.
You know what? I don't need this crap.
Sit down, Cal.
Cal sits. Jacob's that powerful. Cal's that drunk.
Cal, I'm going to make you an offer. It's probably the best offer you're ever going to get. And you're extremely drunk, so it's wildly important that you don't answer until I've finished and you've taken a few moments to process what I'm saying. Do you understand?
Cal goes to answer. Jacob holds up a finger. Cal stops himself. Once he's settled, Jacob continues.
As I said, I've been watching you for 2 days now, and I can say without hesitation that you are the sorriest man I've ever seen in my life. Don't interrupt, Cal. It's the truth, and you need to hear it. You're sitting here with your supercut haircut, getting drunk on watered-down vodka cranberries like a 14-year-old girl wearing a 41 regular jacket when you should be wearing a 40 watch. I don't know if I want to help you or euthanize you. Stop drinking out of that goddamn straw, Cal.
Cal stops drinking from the wimpy red straw.
You asked me for advice before, Cal, so I'm going to help you. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just bored. Maybe all my friends have abandoned me for wives and children and labradoodle puppies. Who cares why? Why doesn't it matter? The point is, you've got a good face and a good head of hair, and I'm bored as hell and need a project. So if you want, I'm going to help you rediscover your manhood. Do you remember when it was when you lost it?
Cal shakes no.
No, it doesn't matter. We'll find it. When we do, and when I'm through with you, that wife of yours is going to rue the day she decided to give up on you too early. That's my offer. What do you say?
Cal stares at him blankly, a long beat of silence. Cal goes for a drink, almost uses the straw, then catches himself. He puts down the drink, looks up.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, Mall Food Court, Thursday, 6 o'clock.
Sorry, what?
Jacob downs his drink, nods at the woman now nearby.
Ready to go?
She nods, subservient, and follows him out. Cal shakes his head, picks up his drink, and slurps the rest of his vodka cranberry out of the straw. Exterior, the Weaver backyard day, 1 week later. A well-maintained yard, bordered by shrubs and bushes. A long driveway runs parallel to the yard. A medium-sized U-Haul is parked in the driveway. Cal exits the back door, carrying a box. He rolls it into the U-Haul and takes a last look back at his backyard. A weathered playground sits off to the side. You can tell it hasn't been used in quite some time. Baseball equipment lays all over, the site of many father-son catches. An oft-used barbecue next to the house. You can tell a lot about this family from seeing this backyard. You like this family a lot from seeing this backyard.
Cal.
Cal looks up. Tracy approaches. She's wearing sweats. It's pretty obvious that she's been crying. Awkward silence. Neither knows what to say.
I just wanted to say that.
Her voice cracks. She turns away. She gathers herself. Cal steps forward. Instinct tells him to comfort his wife, but he can't anymore, and he stops himself. She realizes this. There's something harsh and complicated about the reality of it all. Tracy looks at the U-Haul, wipes her eyes, and tries to lighten things.
do you want me to go back to that thing out of the driveway for you?
I'll be fine.
You have trouble in reverse is all.
2 times.
3 if you count my father's foot.
I did it on purpose.
I knew it.
They smile in rhythm for a moment. Then they realize, stop smiling. Cal turns awkwardly.
Once I'm settled, I'll get the kids so they can see the place.
I think I'm having a midlife. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I think I'm having a midlife crisis, maybe. Can women have midlife crises?
Make sure the lawn gets enough water.
In the movies, it's always men having them and buying ridiculous yellow Porsches, but I'm not a man, and I really don't want a yellow Porsche.
You have to fertilize once a month, not twice a month, not at once every 2 months.
She takes a deep breath, finding her balance.
We got married so young, Cal, and I'm 41, and that's so much older than I thought I'd be.
Sprinklers turn off behind you.
And I got really upset with an umpire at Molly's T-ball game last month, like really upset. Like I screamed at him and wished he would die. And I started feeling like the person I promised I wouldn't turn into, you know?
If it rains a lot, you need to shut off the automatic setting.
And we haven't been us, not for a long time. And I don't know when you and I stopped being us, but I mean, do you?
Cal finally turns and looks at her.
I think it was when you screwed David Lindenhagen.
Ouch. Tracy's face registers the blow, but she nods. She also understands it.
Make sure my azaleas get enough sun.
Cal turns, gets in the U-Haul, and backs out, and immediately crashes into the neighboring fence. Interior corporate apartment evening. Cal leads in Molly and Robbie.
Okay, well, this is it. What do you think? We're gonna have a lot of time to do a house hunt, but
They look around his depressing beige apartment. A pathetic TV plays the Disney Channel in the corner.
the second bedroom with twin beds, so you two can stay over whenever you want, anytime.
So you're like actually going to live here?
Molly looks like she's going to cry.
Hey, come on now, you visit all the time. Every weekend, it won't be that bad.
Don't you love us anymore?
Cal takes Molly's face in his hands, starts tearing up.
Listen, baby, what's happening with your mommy and I? It's not what the universe wanted. Not what the universe planned. But you need to understand that. You kids have done nothing wrong.
Get your from the game! Get you from the game!
She bolts past Cal to the TV where Zac Efron is on screen, prancing about in a basketball uniform. Robbie and Cal stand there awkwardly.
Don't take it personally. That show's like crack to her.
Cal nods.
You okay?
You?
Robbie shrugs.
Can I say something with the curse one time?
Yeah, why not?
Robbie nods, takes a deep breath.
Love is fucked.
Cal laughs, a bit of tension relieved.
That's so. You love buddy?
Well, if you must know.
Ding dong.
They turn. It's Jessica, the babysitter.
What is she doing here?
Oh, right. Hey, Jess, thanks for coming. I have to run out really quickly, just for a few hours. And your mother wants me to stay here while she's out hooking.
What?
Huh?
This place is nice, Mr. Weaver.
Yes, well, that's a generous executive. Thank you. Anyhow, Jess is going to keep an eye on you guys for a few...
But I don't need a babysitter. She's only 4 years older than me. You need to know that. She needs to know that.
I know, buddy.
Cal musses Robbie's hair.
Old boy's growing up, Jess. He's in love already. Can you believe it?
Ugh. Robbie thumps the wall with his head, dying.
Molly, say bye-bye to Daddy.
No response. She's glued to the television.
Wait, where are you going?
I decided to take a class.
That's great, Mr. Weaver. It's a difficult time for you. It's important that you find new interests, try new things, maybe things you haven't even considered trying before.
Cal looks down. Jessica has her hand on his shoulder. It's a bit odd. She realizes, takes it off.
Okay, well, Molly, last chance.
But Molly is still locked on Efron.
That's my angel. Back with you.
But Dad,
Nope.
The door slams. Robbie stands there with Jessica, awkward, tries to maintain some semblance of cool.
I don't need a babysitter.
I know, Robbie.
An awkward beat, then.
I love you so much.
Jesus Christ.
Exterior shopping mall, continuous action. Cal pulls into the parking lot, grabs a space.
What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?
Interior shopping mall, he enters, still going.
What the hell am I doing?
He walks past a cheesecake factory. Inside is Hannah, girl from the bar who Jacob tried picking up. Interior cheesecake factory. She's sitting at a table with Liz and a group of really boring white people in suits. There are small gifts in front of Hannah. Holding her hand is an average guy, 33, her boyfriend, Richard. We pick up mid-conversation. Richard.
Oh, Travis, you're covering for Hunter.
Oh yeah, I forgot I'm
Yeah.
Richard too. Found him. I think you're wrong. I think that's Tucker. No. Chris Tucker is the stand-up comedian. I mean, Chris Rock is the stand-up comedian. Chris Tucker is the actor.
God, is it racist that I can't tell them apart?
Liz nods her head yes at Hannah. Hannah stifles a laugh. Liz stands.
Well, Richard, thank you for inviting me to Hannah's goodbye party. The conversation has been riveting, like stepping back into time. Before I go, a toast.
She holds up her glass, toasting.
Sweetie, go into your hole and study your cute little ass off for that bar exam. We'll see you when you emerge.
Gonna kick that bar's butt.
All the dorks cheer. Liz shrugs.
Yeah, okay.
Liz chugs her drink, turns to Hannah.
I'll walk you out.
Before they clear,
Hey Liz, when my girl passes, we're gonna have another little celebration right here. Hope you can make it. It's going to be a special night.
Richard, you just give me a heads up so I can get really, really drunk beforehand, okay?
You know it.
Hannah leads Liz out of the restaurant, whispers.
Did you hear that? It's going to be a special night. Do you think he's going to propose?
At the Cheesecake Factory? Oh God, I hope not. Why? Do you really want him to?
He's
He
nice.
shrugs.
Yeah, well, Jesus. Really? Okay, not my life. I love you. Call me if you need anything, okay?
Liz kisses her goodbye, exits. Hannah looks at her table. Everyone is typing on their Blackberries. She sighs, heads to rejoin them. Interior food court. Meanwhile, Cal sees Jacob standing against a pole in the food court. Jacob is eating pizza, cool as ever.
You're late. Tomorrow's?
No thanks. What exactly are we?
How much money can you afford to spend on clothes today?
I don't know. 500?
3,000.
Okay.
We'll start with shoes. Let me see those sneakers you wear. Take them off.
Cal bends down, takes one off.
Other one too, please.
Cal does as he's told. Jacob holds out his hands. Cal shrugs, hands Jacob the shoes. Jacob simply turns and throws them over the railing.
What the hell?
Are you in a fraternity, Cal?
Those are my favorite shoes.
Are you in a fraternity, Cal?
No.
Are you Steve Jobs?
What?
Are you the billionaire owner of Apple Computers?
No, I'm not Steve Jobs.
Then you don't need to walk around in New Balance sneaker, ever. Let's go.
Interior shoe store. Cal, barefoot, follows Jacob around the store.
I think this whole thing might have been a bad idea.
Jacob ignores him, grabs a pair of black dress shoes.
Any man can rebuild his entire wardrobe with 16 simple items.
Huh. Huh, I think I read that in Go.
You did. I wrote it.
Really?
Jacob chuckles. Cal chuckles back, clearly unsure what the chuckle symbolizes.
Number 1 and 2. Pair of dress shoes, pair of loafers.
Cal is looking at a pair of Argyle socks.
I'm sorry, I'm lost. You really write for GQ?
Jacob slaps Cal's hand, knocking the socks away.
Your credit card, please.
Montage from store to store. We watch as Jacob narrates the wardrobe essentials and as Cal's arm gets progressively fuller in each store. In a suit store, Cal gets fitted.
2 suits. 1 black, 1 gray. 1 sports jacket, navy preferred.
Jacob leans in toward the tailor.
Take it in there and there.
At another store, Cal holds jeans in front of him, eyes them suspiciously.
1 pair of quality jeans.
These are $230. Can't we just go to the Gap?
He looks up. Jacob is gone. Smash cut to exterior mall moments later. Cal runs outside. Jacob is already halfway to the car.
I'm sorry, don't leave.
Jacob immediately heads back inside and answers.
No, Cal. We can't just go to the Gap.
What's wrong with the Gap?
In hell, every store is the Gap. That's what's wrong with the Gap, Cal. It's the lowest common denominator. Be better than the fucking Gap.
In a new store, Jacob holds up a pair of beige slacks.
I lost my place. Oh, 1 pair of chinos.
Ching, a cash register dings.
4 dress shirts.
Ching, 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 ching. Cal's arms are filling.
3 casual button-downs.
Ching, ching, ching. In a dressing room, shirts come flying over the wall at Cal. A new store, Cal struggles to get a sweater over his neck.
2 V-neck cashmere sweaters, and finally, a long overcoat.
Cal stands there in an overcoat and sweater.
Very warm.
In a beauty supply store, Jacob leads Cal through the store. He tosses him a tube.
You rub this in and around your eyes every night and every morning.
What does it do?
It gives you x-ray vision, Cal. It tightens things up. The skin around your eyes looks like Milton Berle's ball sack.
Cal stops, examines his eyes in the mirror.
Oh my God, it does.
In a salon, Cal is getting his hair cut at a fancy salon. The hairdresser is young, hip, and beautiful.
I like to use a number 4 on the sides and the back, but longer on the top.
Oh, okay, thanks for that. Thanks for that, Vital Sassoon. Tiffany, hun, scissor cut, tight on side, get him some texture up top, take off about...
He touches Cal's hair, measures it between his fingers.
Ew.
Inch off the top.
Yes, sir.
But
Tiffany starts chopping. Interior salon later. Jacob and Tiffany wait for Cal inside a changing room.
What are you putting on?
items 1, 3, 11, and 14.
Perfect. You smell great, by the way.
Thanks.
Now, what are you doing tonight?
I don't know.
That's okay, I do.
She giggles. Cal calls out.
Seriously? You just ask her out like that?
Yes, Cal, just like that.
And it works?
Yes.
Crazy. Okay. Feel kind of stupid, but
The dressing room door opens. We tilt up from expensive shoes to pants to fitted sweater over a fitted shirt and bright tie, the new haircut, a new man. He looks unbelievable. Wow.
Yep.
can I blouse out the shirt a little? I like to blouse out my shirts a little.
Shut up, Cal. You'd fuck him, right?
Jesus!
Yeah, probably.
Tiffany, you would?
Tiffany shrugs.
You see that, Cal? The simple act of opening your mouth instantly causes Tiffany to lose interest in sleeping with you. Your personality is actually your weakest link.
Cal takes this in.
Well, that's the meanest thing anyone's ever said to me.
No, Cal, the meanest thing anyone's ever said to you is this. Your wife cheated on you because you lost sight of what it took to keep her content at home. As a man, as a husband, and probably as a lover.
Cal's lower lip begins to quiver.
Okay, that was meaner.
Cut to interior bar next night. Cal sits next to Jacob. Cal is wearing his new outfit. He looks great, but not yet comfortable in his new gear. Jacob, on the other hand, looks like he's walked out of a men's magazine, and he knows it. Cal looks at Jacob.
I notice you only button your shirts up, like, halfway. I can't pull that off, right?
No, listen, Cal. I'm going to be calling women over here to our table shortly.
Cal rubs his hands together, nervous.
We should have some background on each other, no? I'm in insurance, more on the corporate side. My kids are...
Cal, the only thing I care less about than corporate insurance are your kids. Here's the only thing I need to know. How many women have you been with?
Sexually?
Yes.
My entire life?
No, synchronized swimming. Yes, Cal, sexually.
Cal thinks. He mumbles to himself, counting it out on one hand. He smiles at Jacob proudly when he has to move the count to his second hand. Then
1.
Jacob chortles, but Cal just stares at him blankly.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Not at a time. Total?
What? I'm married young. We met in high school.
He smiles, remembering.
Tracy was so damn beautiful. You know those women, the ones who can be wildly sexy and unbelievably cute all at once? I never knew how she did that. I still don't know how she does it. Anyway, we had a bit of a hiccup our senior year, but we made it.
Cal, I literally stopped listening at Tracy. Okay, here we go.
I miss my wife.
Shut up, Cal.
A young woman slides into the booth at Jacob's side.
Hi,
Hi, Jacob Palmer.
Amy Johnson.
Cal extends his hand.
Cal.
Don't.
He pulls it back.
Peter.
Can I get you a drink, Amy?
A drink gets handed over to a new girl on a new night.
Tell me about yourself. What do you do?
Does it really matter?
It does to me.
She looks up. He looks completely earnest, repeats.
It does to me.
She smiles. Pan to Cal, just sitting there watching, horrified. Back to Jacob, now with a newer girl.
And that's when I started writing the column for LA Weekly. God, how long have we been talking?
Jacob takes her hand.
Listen, I'm going to be honest. It's getting late and I think you're interesting. I also think you're one of the rare women who manages to be wildly sexy and incredibly cute all at once.
On Cal, mouth gape. That was his line. On Jacob.
Let's get out of here. I know it's forward of me, but I think we should get out of here.
She thinks, then nods.
Okay.
Flash cut to the second girl.
I think we should get out of here.
Okay.
Flash cut to the first girl.
I think we should get out of here.
Okay.
Back to Cal, waving goodbye awkwardly as Jacob leaves with each of the girls in quick cuts. Finally, Cal just sits there completely alone, but then a pretty girl arrives at his table. Cal looks up, smiles. She smiles back, then she drops the bill on the table. She's a waitress, and he's been left with the tab. Cut to interior classroom, afternoon, 1 week later. On the blackboard, scarlet letter themes. Robbie Weaver sits at his 8th grade desk. In the background, we hear a female teacher drone on about the scarlet letter. Under his desk, Robbie is texting. Intercut with interior high school hallway, Jessica, receiving the text. On the cell phone screen, the text. Hi, Jessica. FYI, Demi Moore is 15 years older than Ashton Kutcher. They seem really happy. Love, Robbie. Her phone beeps with a new text. P.S. Did you know Demi Moore starred in the movie version of The Scarlet Letter? Her phone beeps a third time. She shows boob. She sighs. Back to Robbie, pleased with himself. The female teacher drills on in the background.
While Hester's forced to wear scarlet A as punishment for adultery, Reverend Dimsdale is self-inflicted.
Robbie's phone beeps a new message. Robbie smiles. On the cell phone screen, the text, Robbie, please stop. You are making me very uncomfortable. Back to scene. Robbie stares at the screen, crestfallen.
Mr. Weaver, are we interrupting?
Robbie looks up. The whole class is staring at him.
Mr. Weaver!
Slowly, Robbie stands. We head in tight on him.
You want to talk about the Scarlet Letter, Mrs. Thompson? Here you go. The A they're both wearing, I think it stands for asshole. Wanna know why? Because they're in love. And love is for stupid assholes. So thanks for choosing this book, Mrs. Thompson, because this is what I really need right now. To read a boring, confusing book about a bunch of stupid assholes who fell in love like assholes and then had to die like assholes. I'm sorry for all the assholes.
Cut to interior Tracy's office later. Tracy works at her desk. A knock at her door interrupts. A tall man, 40s, stands there. David Lindhagen.
You have a second? Tracy, you have a second?
Oh, David, I'm just a little swamped right now, so.
Closes the door behind him.
You've been avoiding me.
No, I haven't.
You ran away in the other direction when you saw me coming down the hall yesterday. You're very fast, by the way.
I ran track in high school.
That must be it. I'm sorry about you and Cal.
Thank you.
I'm also not sorry if I'm being completely honest. I want to make sure you know how much I like you.
No, I do.
A lot, just to clarify. I like you a lot. I had no intention of falling for a married woman. I just wanted someone to go to lunch with who didn't make me want to shoot myself in the face. But we started having lunch and talking, and suddenly I was an accountant who was popping out of bed in the morning, excited to get to work. That doesn't happen to get accountants ever. I've checked with other accountants. So when this time is right for me to get back out there again officially, I'd like to throw my hat in the ring officially. That sounded weird.
Tracy laughs lightly, leans forward.
David, you've been a great friend of me. And you're so sorry. It's like building on. David, you've been a great friend to me. And you were the first man in a very long time to make me feel noticed, I guess. What happened between us that night, it meant something to me. You weren't the only one excited to come to work lately.
David smiles.
But now when I see you, all I see is his face. All I see when I look at you is what I did to my marriage.
She's losing it, wipes her eyes.
You see this? I'm saving you from a disaster, David, because you're asking to pre-board the Titanic. Honestly, do you really want any part of this?
Before he can answer, buzz, it's Tracy's phone.
Your son's school is on too.
Tracy quickly picks up phone. As she talks, David scribbles something on a postcard, exits.
Right, okay. No, I understand. Of course, right away.
She hangs up, looks at the post-it. It reads simply, yes. Tracy looks up, but David is gone. Interior principal's office waiting room later. Robbie sits waiting. Tracy emerges.
Yes, of course. Absolutely, Principal Sapienza. It won't happen again.
She closes the door behind her, looks to Robbie.
Seriously?
Sorry.
It's been a rough couple of weeks. You deserve a freebie. Come on, I have to get back to work.
They walk out together.
They still make the kids read the Scarlet Letter, huh?
Robbie nods.
You'd really think someone would have written something better by now.
Robbie laughs, the tension broken a bit. Interior Tracy's office later. Robbie wheels around in an office chair as Tracy tries to work behind her desk. He stops, noticing a photo. It's an older picture of Cal and Tracy. They look happy, very much in love. Tracy notices.
Guess I should take it down, huh?
I guess.
Tracy nods. She places the picture face down gently. She tries to return to her work, but can't.
How is he? I've spoken to him, but only about bills or you kids, but how is he really?
Robbie hesitates.
Sorry, that's unfair. Ignore me. I'm almost done here.
She turns back to her work. After a beat.
He's dressing a lot better. Going out a lot.
Oh. Well, good. That's really good. We'll get takeout for dinner tonight, okay? Think about what you're in the mood for.
Robbie hesitates, then adds.
He's sad. He looks better, but sadder too, I think. You know.
Yeah. I guess I'm pretty sad too.
I know.
You do?
I heard you crying the other night, and I didn't know what to do. I'm 13 years old, and can you just tell me what I'm supposed to do in that situation? I didn't want to Google it.
Oh gosh, baby, you're so much like me, it's scary. You wound up with all my stuff, Robbie. I'm so sorry.
I'm okay with being like you, Mom. I like you.
She puts down her pen, smiles sadly at Robbie.
It's my fault what happened to with your father. It's grown-up stuff that I can't talk about, but it's my fault, not his. So just be good to him, okay?
It'll be okay, Mom.
You promise?
He nods, the most soulful 13-year-old ever.
Hey, they need you in the conference room for a sec. Oh, sorry.
They look up, it's David. Tracy gathers himself, stands.
David, this is my son, Robbie. Robbie, this is David. We work together.
Robbie takes him in, shakes his hand.
I'll be right back, okay, honey?
Okay.
Awkward, really awkward. Tracy starts to say something, thinks better of it, and exits. David moves into the room, sits down opposite Robbie.
So, Robbie, I hear you're quite the soccer player.
So, David, I hear you broke up my parents' marriage.
He laughs awkwardly, shocked.
You are David Lindhagen, right? From accounting?
Yes, I am.
Here's the thing, David. In the end, she winds up back with my dad. He's better than you in every category except probably math, and she still loves him.
Robbie props the photo of Tracy and Cal back up.
Listen, Robbie.
No, I know what you're thinking. He's just in 8th grade. What does he know about love? I know a lot more than you think, David. Just today, I had a meltdown. Almost gave up on the love of my life. My dad's having his meltdown now, but long term, he won't stop fighting for my mom any more than I won't stop sending text messages to Jessica that make her uncomfortable. I needed to know that.
Tracy re-enters.
Ready to go?
Mommy, can we do Chinese for dinner tonight?
Tracy waves to David as she and Robbie exit, leaving him stunned in the middle of her office, staring at the photo of Cal and Tracy that Robbie has left directly in his line of sight. Cut to exterior the Weaver backyard, late evening. Bushes rustle, once, then twice. It's Cal sneaking into the backyard. He takes a covert look inside the house. All is quiet. He gets to work. He spreads fertilizer on the grass, trims some bushes, picks off some petals from some dying flowers. It's the strangest goddamn thing you've ever seen. Finally, he finishes. On Cal, content. His yard may not be his anymore, but it's back in order. As he takes it all in, a light pops on. Cal dives into a shrub. Interior bar that night. Another night at the bar. Cal's in his position, Jacob in his. Cal sips his drink, staring aimlessly forward. Jacob looks at Cal. Cal looks great, more comfortable in his new skin than we have left him. He's drinking a martini rather than a red-strawed vodka cranberry. A waitress passes. Without speaking, Cal taps the rim of the glass, silently requesting a refill. It's a cool practice move, and he did it instinctively. Jacob smiles, leans forward.
I think you're ready, Cal.
What?
To talk to a woman, take a woman home.
Oh, no, I'm not.
You've been watching me do it for 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, I've been watching LeBron James for years. Doesn't mean I can suddenly dunk basketball.
Cal, do you remember the part in The Karate Kid where Mr. Miyagi keeps having the kid wax the car and the kid gets all bent out of shape because he doesn't see the point? But the movements were actually building blocks for throwing and blocking punches.
Oh, God, you make me fight someone?
Jacob stretches his neck, trying his patience.
Cal, what's the first thing I do when a woman sits down?
You ask if you can buy her a drink.
And what if she says no?
Order a drink anyway. Let it sit there.
When she asks me a question about myself.
You deflect it back to her. You never answer questions about yourself.
And what happens?
They talk about themselves a lot.
And what do I do?
You act really interested. You nod a lot.
Mm-hmm. And at the end of the night,
You compliment them and you ask if they'd like to come back to your place.
do I ask?
No, you confidently tell them you like to come back to your place. Holy shit, you Mr. Miyagi me.
Jacob bows to Cal, Japanese style. A pretty woman stands near their table. Jacob stands, smiles.
Oh, and no talking about your job, your children, your pathetic sexual history, or David Lindhagen. Okay, here we go.
No, I'm not ready for it. Hi.
Jacob has pulled her over. She's attractive, mid-30s.
Cal, this is Kate. Kate, Cal.
Jacob nods at Cal, you've got this, and leaves them. Kate sits. Cal smiles at Kate, nervous. She smiles back. Cal motions for a waitress in the distance.
Can I buy you a drink, Kate?
No, thank you.
Cal smiles, portrays confidence.
I'm buying you a drink anyway. Kate. Anyway, Kate. So you might be as well tell me what you want.
Really, thank you, but it's okay.
I'm guessing you're a vodka girl, am I right? Yeah, a nice dirty martini. No. A Grey Goose, rocks, extra lime. Come on, one drink. Picture those ice cubes clinging together. Can't you taste it?
Yes, I can, but I'm 5 years sober, so.
Cal's face drops. The waitress approaches.
What can I get?
Nothing. We don't want anything. Don't come back here ever.
The waitress leaves, confused. Kate looks around, uncomfortable. She tries small talk.
So, what do you do, Cal?
What do you do, Kate?
I asked you first.
I asked you second.
She laughs slightly, thinks he's being funny.
Seriously, what do you do?
Seriously, what do you do?
Now it's getting a little weird.
I'm a teacher? Oh, come on. What do you do?
Cal nods, exaggerated.
Teacher, interesting. I'm very interested in teaching.
I'm sorry. Are you not going to tell me what you do?
He's still nodding, as if fascinated.
A teacher with an alcohol dependency, no less. I bet that's actually more common than people realize.
I should get back to my friends.
Kate stands. Cal puts his face in his hands.
I'm sorry. I'm supposed to deflect your questions. Oh, screw it. I'm in corporate insurance and I have children, plural, more than one. The only thing is I have one of a sexual partner. So that would be the woman I recently separated from because she was cheating on me with David Lindenlog, and who I wasn't supposed to tell you about either.
Kate turns back, curious.
What were you supposed to tell me?
I don't know, that you're a perfect combination of sexy and cute. It was something I said about my wife that's since been corrupted, but I'm tired and I'm at least 15 years older than you, and this sweater is called slim fitting, but it's really just uncomfortable and itchy.
Do you think I'm the perfect combination of sexy and cute?
Cal looks up.
That's what you took away from that?
She smiles, sits back down.
Wow, an actual honest man. I don't know what to do with that. It's kind of rare around here. It's nice, actually.
It is.
You have no idea. I'm kind of a magnet for these jerk-offs. They charm me and I fall for it every single time, and at some point they never call me again.
I don't understand. Look at you. Who would call you again?
She looks up. It's not a line, it's a genuine compliment. She smiles warmly. Holy shit, Cal is in.
So, what were you supposed to do next?
Well, eventually I'm supposed to ask you if you want to get out of here. Actually, no, I'm supposed to tell you confidently that you should come home with me.
Why don't you give it a shot, see what happens?
Cal looks up, surprised. He clears his throat, then.
You're very pretty, Kate, and I can't tell if you're being serious, but I think you should come home with me.
Ask me again.
Cal smiles and leans forward, faux confident.
I'm not asking you, Kate. I'm telling you, you should come home with me.
Kate looks up, genuinely turned on. Cue music, Sexy Back by Justin Timberlake. Smash cut to interior corporate apartment. Cal and Kate barge in, passionately kissing.
This is my dumpy apartment that I had to move into when I left my wife.
I love that you're being so honest. It's so different. So hot.
I've never been with a woman besides my ex-wife.
More! Tell me more!
I'm worried you have AIDS.
She stops.
Only a little.
She pushes him down on the couch, takes her sweater off. She's wearing just a bra. She looks amazing.
What do you want to do with me?
Show you off to my wife to make her jealous?
She growls and dives on top of them as we launch Cal Weaver's sexy back montage the next few weeks. The next morning, a disheveled Cal lets Kate out, gives her a big passionate kiss, and closes the door. We stay on the door. After a beat, it opens up as Cal bids farewell to a new girl on a new morning. At the bar, Cal strides in, a skip and a step, a perfectly tailored suit on his body. Everything's in slow motion. He points at someone, winks at a waitress. A sad sack guy at the bar watches Cal stride by, jealous. Cal Weaver has evolved into the fucking man. Snapshots, meanwhile. Hannah studies late into the night for the bar. Jessica reads magazine articles on how to make him notice you. Tracy eats ice cream in bed alone. Robbie drags mysterious wood planks into his backyard, but we're mainly with Cal. Back to Cal's apartment. A new woman exits. The door closes. It reopens as he kisses goodbye another woman. Back at the bar, Cal and Jacob are mid-conversation.
It would work.
You're out of your mind.
Oh, what do college guys hate? Doing laundry. What do they love? Strippers. It's a strip club where they can do their laundry.
It's ridiculous.
And yours isn't? A candy store that only sells red candy.
Everyone loves a cherry. Look, I'm not rejecting the pseudo cherry flavors like raspberry or strawberry, anything like the every family is allowed. But let's be real here. No one wants the lemon. No one likes the grape.
I like the grape.
Well, then you can come to my store.
They laugh, quickly becoming inseparable. Interior suburban kitchen evening. A late 40s couple eats dinner. Bernie, the big guy who broke up with Cal earlier, and Claire, a bubbly little woman, the polar opposite of her husband.
Oh, I almost forgot. Heard some good gossip at the nail salon.
For God's sake, Claire.
It's about Cal.
Leave the poor bastard alone, would you? I give him the cologne like you told me to. We don't have to dance on his grave.
What did you hear about Mr. Weaver, Mom?
Pull back. Jessica, the babysitter, sits at the nearby counter, eating next to her little brother.
Apparently, Mr. Weaver has become quite a man about town, if you get my drift. What? Lots of young women coming in and out of his apartment lately.
Claire, would you cut it out?
It's good for Jess to know. She still babysits for him after all.
Oh, come on, enough.
Well, it's good gossip at the least. Oh, guess what else I heard?
As she continues chattering in the background, we hold on Jessica, thinking.
All right, guys, let's take a break.
Okay. Interior high school next day. Jessica waits at her locker. She spots a tall blonde girl moving down the hallway, texting as she walks.
Madison, wait!
Madison stops walking, but not texting.
Hey, I had a question.
Madison holds up a finger 1 second and continues texting. Finally, she stops, looks up, smiles.
Hey, Jessica, what's up?
I have a question for you, Madison. It's kind of on the personal side, so...
My lips are burp, 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 burp.
Madison extends her arms, begins clapping and making weird noises. Jessica stares at her blankly.
Seals. My lips are seals.
Okay. So, Madison, here's the thing. I don't mean to be blunt or insulting, but let's just call it what it is. You're always sleeping with other older guys, right?
Always.
Lots of college guys, I've heard.
Lots of them.
Even rumors about a few teachers.
Totally.
So my question is, how do you do that? I mean, how do you get them to not see you as, well, a kid in high school?
Oh, well, first off, I have a huge rack.
You do, yes.
So that helps.
Yes, I'm sure it does.
You don't have a huge rack.
No, I don't, unfortunately.
So that's not going to work.
Nope.
Okay. Here's what you do. How old is he?
Old.
Like really old?
Like parent old.
Nasty. Rock on, Jessica.
Thank you, Madison.
All right. You have to hook him. Force his hand. Make him unable to stop himself from doing what he knows to be wrong.
How?
Do what I do. Send him a postcard from down.
Huh?
Go TMZ on his ass.
I'm not following you, Madison.
The full guy now.
Jessica's bank look.
A crotch shot, a nip slip. Dirty pictures. You can even Annie Leibovitz it. Tasteful, but with nipple. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what you should do. Make it artistic. Black and white. Make his face. Make this face.
She makes a raw sexual face.
Jesus, Madison.
Oh, sorry. That whole page blacked out on me. Hold on a sec. Sorry. Well, that's what you came to me for advice. And that's my advice. You put those across his radar, and he won't see you as a little girl anymore. That's for sure.
Madison walks off, calls back.
And don't send it to him as a JPEG, though. He'll put it up on his fantasy football website. And then your brother sees it and tells your mom, and suddenly you're not allowed to use Facebook for a month. Thanks, Kevin.
She leaves Jessica there processing the advice. Exterior high school later that day. Jessica exits the school, lost in thought. There's a bit of commotion outside. Teenagers are pointing and laughing at something. Jessica pushes through and sees Robbie standing atop a man-made tall wooden platform scaffold in front of the school.
There she is.
On Jessica. Oh shit.
Oh.
Back to Robbie. As he rips open his button-up shirt, revealing a scarlet J taped to his pale, hairless chest. He has recreated the famous scarlet letter tableau. He pulls out a piece of paper, reads it.
Nathaniel Hawthorne wrote in the scarlet letter, "No man for any considerable period can wear one face to himself and another to the multitude, without finally getting bewildered as to which may be the true."
Robbie puts down the paper, ignoring the jeers.
I am not bewildered. Jessica Riley is my soulmate. She's the one. I know it to be true. And so now do the multitude. Multitudes? No, multitude.
Robbie, get down.
I have marked myself with this scarlet J for you, Jessica, because your name starts with a J. It's just tape and construction paper, but one day I will get a permanent tattoo when I'm old enough that my parents won't freak out on me.
Robbie Weaver, I am your babysitter, and I'm telling you to get your ass down from there now.
That does the trick. He gets down to mocking applause. Jessica pulls him off to the side.
What the hell were you thinking?
You like the scaffold? It has wheels. Took 4 weeks to build it. Those are my friends. They helped me wheel it down. Wave hello.
Off to the side, 3 excited 13-year-olds wave and give thumbs up to Robbie. Jessica waves, confused, turns back to Robbie.
This has to stop, Robbie. Seriously.
You'll learn to love me. I promise.
I won't.
Just because I'm 4 years younger than you?
Because I'm in love with someone else.
This stops Robbie dead in his tracks.
I've been spending time with him for a while.
Robbie stumbles, less sure-footed than usual.
No, you can't. I've checked. No boyfriend since 9th grade. No date for the spring formal last month.
He's older. I don't want my parents to know.
And with that, Robbie literally just sits down on the ground, all the wind taken out of him. It might be the cutest thing you've ever seen.
Who is he?
Doesn't matter.
Do I know him? Is he from town?
I don't know. Yes, kind of.
Don't kill him if he hurts you.
Jessica tries not to smile.
I know. But this all has to stop now, Robbie. The speeches, the texts, all of it. It's very sweet, but it has to stop.
He just sits there, lost.
I'll see you around, okay?
She exits. Robbie remains seated on the grass, devastated. His three friends approach.
Should probably get the scaffold back on the road before dark.
Yeah.
Interior Cal's corporate apartment, afternoon. Robbie's on the couch, dejected. His little sister sits next to him, watching High School Musical, as always. In the adjoining kitchen, Cal is on the phone.
Hey, Nana. I know it's been forever. Have you been getting out at all? I'll bring you some of that deli you liked one night, okay? The kids are fine. Kids, say hi to Nana.
Hi, Nana.
Oh, I've been feeling busy. Mainly Buddy. Spending time with him. Yeah, I'm going to see her tomorrow night. Of course I miss her. You don't know how much I miss.
His voice cracks. He turns, sees Robbie staring. He heads into the bathroom with the phone, closes the door. Robbie sighs, turns back to the TV. Exterior Cal's corporate apartment. Later that day, Cal and Robbie are having a catch. Robbie is listless.
So you're seeing Mom tomorrow, huh? At my parent-teacher thing?
Yeah.
First time in a while.
Yeah, but no biggie.
Cal tosses him back the ball.
Hey, what's the moping?
Nothing. It's just, there's this girl.
Oh, yeah? You like her?
I like Pringles. This girl's my soulmate. I'm like crazy stupid in love with her, and she wants someone else.
She's your soulmate.
Yeah.
Well, you can't just give up.
Why not? You did.
Cal freezes.
Mom was yours, right?
I didn't give up.
Listen, Dad, I love you. I have your back always, but let's be honest here. The woman told you she wanted a divorce and you jumped out of a car.
Slightly more complicated than that. I'm a different guy now.
You're the same guy. You just have different clothes. Do you still love her?
How old are you?
Do you still love Mom?
Cal doesn't say anything. His silence speaks volumes.
Aren't we talking about you?
We are. Your son is in desperate need of some romantic inspiration. So set an example for your boy. Don't give up. It's complicated, uncomplicated. She says no, change her mind. Look at you. You're the man right now, Dad. Get her back. Get back my mom.
Robbie punctuates his pep talk by tossing Cal the ball hard. Cal is lost in thought. The ball sails past him and through the window of a nearby car. Exterior middle school next night. Parents walk hand in hand into the school. It's parent-teacher conference night. Interior middle school. Cal sits on a small chair outside a classroom. Tracy approaches.
Wow.
Cal looks up. Tracy stands there. She's dressed down, but looks amazing, vulnerable and nervous.
You look great, Cal.
Oh, well, turns out I've been buying the wrong size suit for 20 years now, so.
Well, you look great, really.
Thank you. You always look great, so.
Awkward. Neither knows what to say now. Tracy takes the seat next to him.
I talked to Nana yesterday.
Me too. She sound okay to you?
She sounded like Nana. She worries about us.
Tracy nods, a long beat, then
I feel like I'm about to get detention.
Tracy laughs. Tension broke a bit.
Which teacher is this?
Mrs. Thompson. This is the one he pulled the scarlet letter asshole routine on. Sorry, Mom. Okay.
He's a really weird kid, isn't he?
Yeah. I kind of like him, though.
I do too. I'm so glad we switched to babies at the hospital.
Me too.
They laugh. God, these two are great together when they're in rhythm. The laughter trickles away. An awkward beat, then.
So, how are things with, how's it going with David?
Oh, it's not. It wasn't about him, if that means anything.
Oh, I know.
Cal looks at his watch, a nervous gesture.
You seeing anyone?
Who, me? No, you know me. No, not really.
Oh, because you hear things, you know.
Yeah, well,
Another long beat of silence. Cal gathers himself, takes a breath, and turns toward Tracy.
I miss you, T.
Tracy looks up, surprised.
I got complacent, I think. You find your soulmate in high school. You got the game suit up in the first quarter, you know. I put an effort when we were younger, didn't I? I'd do anything to make you happy. Take you miniature golfing, dancing. You were such a good dancer.
I had to be. You were such a good miniature golfer.
He smiles, emboldened.
All I ever wanted to do was make you love me. And then you did, really early on. And got married so young. And I guess I got lazy, I got boring, and I fierce at you for what you did. But I don't totally blame you, if that makes any sense. I shouldn't have jumped out of the car. I should have fought for you. You fight for your soulmate. At least that's what your 13-year-old tells me.
Tracy's eyes well up with tears.
He's a very strange boy, isn't he?
I'll be honest, he scares the shit out of me.
He laughs through her tears.
I missed you too.
Cal takes her hand, kisses it.
Mr. and Mrs. Weaver?
They turn around. At doorway, it's Robbie's English teacher, Mrs. Thompson, better known to us as Kate, the teacher from the bar who Cal slept with. Cal freezes, his lips on Tracy's hand.
Oh, God.
Cal, what are you doing here?
Really?
Oh, you two know each other?
Yes, we met before.
We've met before. Seriously?
Mrs. Thompson, this is my wife, Tracy.
Oh, now she's your wife again. Oh, convenient.
Kate's getting louder now.
Why don't we head inside?
Yes, why don't we?
She storms inside. Tracy looks at Cal, follows her in. Interior classroom. Kate paces in front of the classroom.
I'm sorry, I'm playing catch up. How do you two know each other?
Your husband should tell you.
Cal hesitates.
We have a mutual friend. You know, maybe we should focus on Robbie.
Yes, let's do that. Let's focus on Robbie.
Kate goes to her blackboard.
As you know, Robbie's shiny moment this year was when he set a school record for cursing in the 8th grade English class.
She writes on the board, asshole. She underlines it.
Asshole! Are you familiar with this word, Mrs. Weaver?
She's heard it, yes. So in terms of Robbie's progress.
Asshole! As in someone who tells a woman that he can't call, and that he'll call, and then he never does.
We were a little concerned about Robbie's grade on his oral book report.
Asshole! As in someone who uses honesty to get a woman into bed with him, but isn't actually full of shit like the rest of them.
Because usually he's a very strong public speaker.
Asshole! As in someone who allows a woman to go down on him for 45 minutes because he's nervous.
Okay, enough.
Kate stops. Cal turns to Tracy. She looks crestfallen.
I can explain.
Tracy rushes out of the room. Cal calls after her.
She's an alcoholic. You can't trust what she says.
Cal races after Tracy. Kate races after Cal. Interior school hallway continues action, a three-way chase.
Tracy, wait.
Leave me alone, Cal.
I'm sober for 5 years, you asshole!
On spectators, teachers and parents, including Jessica's parents, stepping out into the hallway and following them outside. Exterior school. Tracy races to her car.
Tracy, come on. We were separated.
I know, and I cheated, so it doesn't make any sense for me to be mad at you.
Okay, so...
I can't do this now, Cal.
Tracy, I love you.
Tell her she's the perfect combination of sexy and cute, asshole.
Tracy looks at Cal stunned. That's their thing.
It's a funny story, actually.
I'm going home.
He opens the car door.
Tracy, wait. Yes, I slept with her. I slept with our son's 8th grade teacher.
Gasps from the crowd. Claire, Jessica's mom, takes a picture with her cell phone.
But all I did was confirm what I already knew. That I love you. I love you.
Tracy hesitates. Cal seizes the moment.
Before, you were the only woman I'd ever been with or wanted to be with. And now, even after I've been with 11 women, you're still...
He instantly trails off, realizing. More gasps.
The only woman I want to be with.
I don't even know who you are.
Tracy gets in her car and speeds off.
I'm your soulmate.
Cal turns around to the crowd, only to be met by a slap across the face by Kate. She storms off.
You deserve an A on that book report. You know it.
Thunder cracks in the sky. It begins to pour. Cal stands there soaked. He looks up at the sky.
Really?
Exterior Cheesecake Factory. Meanwhile, the rain pours down as diners scurry into the restaurant. Interior Cheesecake Factory. We've been here before. The same group of boring people at the same table. Liz and Hannah chat off to the side. There's a cake on the table that says, "Congrats, Hannah." Richard stands on a chair.
Excuse me, everyone.
The room goes quiet.
Now, if we get our guests of honor over here, I forget what she looked like. Anyone remember?
Polite laughs. Liz gags herself with her finger, looks at Hannah. Hannah takes a deep breath, downs her drink, and walks over to Richard. Is this it?
I'm so proud of you, baby. I had my doubts, of course.
More cheesy laughter.
Now, I did tell you that it'd be a special night when you pass the bar, and I'm a lawyer, so you know I never lie.
More heckling from the crowd. Liz desperately orders another drink, barely able to take it.
So, Hannah, I'd like to formally ask you in front of all your friends and colleagues.
Hannah waits, frozen.
If you'd like to become a permanent lawyer at the firm of Watkins, Goldberg, and Schmidt.
Cheers! Hannah steps back, breathless. Richard reacts.
You don't have a better offer already, do you?
Everyone laughs.
No, that's great. I'm sorry. I thought you were about to propose.
The room goes quiet, trying to hear.
What?
No, it's fine. I'm sorry. I just got thrown is all.
Richard pulls Hannah off to the side.
Honey, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize.
No, don't be silly. It's fine.
It's definitely a possibility down the road. I think I just need a little more time. I'm still figuring out how I feel about us. You know, long term.
No, I know. Wait. You're figuring out how you feel about us?
She laughs, once, then twice, loudly. Everyone's now watching. Liz gets a good seat, excited.
Honey?
She's really laughing now.
You know what the best part is? I would have said yes to you. And I didn't even want you to propose. Just now, I swear to God, I was hoping you wouldn't propose. And I still would have said yes. That's how pathetic I am.
She snags someone else's drink from the table, downs it. She grabs Richard's cheeks.
I will consider your job offer. Thank you so much, Richard.
Hysterically laughing, she walks away. As she passes, Liz sticks out her hand and they slap 5. Interior bar. Meanwhile, Jacob sits alone in the bar. He checks his watch. No Cal. Suddenly, he looks very alone at his usual table. He shakes it off, stands, and approaches the table of a group of nearby women. On the woman, one of them is telling a story. And you know what she said?
What? What did she say?
The women look up. On Jacob, standing there in all his glory, he flashes his coolest smile. They melt. We've seen this before. Slam! The door to the bar busts open, revealing Hannah. She's dripping wet from the rain, looking almost wild. She scans the room quickly, searching for Jacob. She spots him, marches straight to him. For the first time, he looks like a deer in the headlights. She grabs him, kisses him, a long, deep, almost angry kiss. She pulls back.
Do you remember me?
Yes.
Do you still think I'm attractive?
Oh, yes.
Do you want to take me home?
Yes.
Hannah nods, takes his hand.
Let's go.
She leads him out of the bar. We stay with the women Jacob had just been introducing himself to.
What?
Interior Jacob's apartment. We haven't been here yet. It's exactly what you'd expect, though. An elegant bachelor pad, modern furniture, sleek, everything just right. Jacob puts an album on his record player.
This place looks like something out of a men's magazine.
Is that a compliment?
I'm not sure.
Music starts playing, As Tears Go by the Stones.
I like this song.
Thought you would. Drink?
Yes, please.
Jacob pours 2 nice glasses of scotch neat, brings them and the bottle over towards the couch. He pats the couch, Hannah nods, walks over, sits down.
Cheers.
Cheers.
They clink. Jacob takes a sip. Hannah downs hers. She holds out her glass for a refill. Jacob raises a brow, pours her another. This time she holds her nose as she downs it. As soon as she finishes choking.
So, how does it normally work?
What?
How do you woo a woman? You take them back to your granite countered bachelor pad, put on the perfect song, and make them a drink?
Yes, that's how it normally works.
Hannah nods, grabs the bottle, takes a swig.
And then you sleep with them.
Yes.
So that's what happens next. We sleep together.
At some point, yes. I was under the impression that was your plan.
She takes a deep breath, admits.
I'm very nervous.
I'm getting that.
I know at the bar I seemed confident, but it was more I was just soaking wet and cold and trying to be dramatic.
Jacob laughs. He actually laughs.
You're adorable.
Hannah snaps, already tipsy.
No, not adorable. Sexy, R-rated sexy. Because you know what happens next in the PG-13 version of tonight? I get really drunk and I pass out and you cover me with a blanket and kiss my forehead and nothing happens. But that's not why I'm here. I'm here to bang the hot guy from the bar who hit on me.
I don't think people say bang anymore.
I do. We're going to bang. I'm finally going to do something exciting and dangerous and Liz can blow me.
Hannah shakes her hands out, pumping herself up.
Okay. This is happening. Take off your shirt.
What?
I need to stop thinking. Take off your shirt.
Jacob shrugs, stands, unbuttons his shirt, and takes it off. He's ripped.
Holy crap.
She pokes a finger at his abs.
It's like you're photoshopped.
Well, now take off your dress.
No way. Not with all that happening.
She motions casually at his abs.
So, do you prefer to do it in here or in the bedroom?
In the bedroom is preferable.
Hannah stands, a girl on a mission.
Good. Let's go there.
Interior bar. Meanwhile, Cal, beaten up and soaking wet from the rain, enters. He looks to his usual table in need of a friend's company. But Jacob isn't there. Cut back to interior Jacob's bedroom. Hannah lies on her back in the dim light. Jacob is on top of her, shirtless. They're making out, gently.
This pillow is amazing. It forms perfectly the shape of my head.
I'm glad you like it.
They resume kissing. After a beat, she pulls back again.
Wait, are these those foam pillows from Brookstone?
Off his look.
They are, aren't they? I always wonder who actually buys them. You do. The hot guy from the bar buys them, of course.
She shakes her head, amazed, gathers herself.
Sorry, let's proceed.
Jacob smiles, goes to kiss her. She pulls back again.
You don't have one of those ridiculous massage chairs, do you?
No.
Oh my God, you totally do.
Oh, I do.
She starts laughing hysterically. It's infectious.
How much did it cost?
$5,000.
Oh my God.
That doubles her over, hysterical. Jacob starts laughing with her, really laughing. We can tell this is different for him. He likes her. We watch him as he realizes that, as he processes it. We watch him look at Hannah. On Hannah, hair in her face, drunk, laughing, completely amazing. And then Jacob does the most unexpected thing.
Do me a favor. Ask me a question about myself.
What? No, I don't want to know anything about you.
Come on, one question.
Okay, fine, but then we bang.
Absolutely. Now, come on. I'll answer anything. You can ask me about my job, past girlfriends.
What's your mom like?
The question takes him by surprise. He hesitates, then.
Icy, I guess. Not cruel, but cold. Very cold.
And your father?
He died a long time ago. Left us a lot of money, which is now I have.
He motions to his pillow.
Stuff like this.
She motions to his abs.
And time for stuff like that.
Oh, cold hands. My dad was the opposite of my mom, actually.
We pull back as they continue chatting. Time passes as one question leads to another, and then another. Body language shifts. Soon they're sitting in bed, sharing the scotch from the bottle, just talking, then kissing, then lying on their sides face to face, talking some more. Until finally, it's Jacob who passes out. And it's Hannah who covers him with a blanket and kisses him on the forehead and begins falling in love with him. Cue music as we begin a montage. In one continuous dolly move, we head first to interior coffee shop. Hannah looks longingly at Jacob's plate of pancakes. He notices, switches plates. She smiles, he smiles. God, he's crazy about her. He looks at the next table, watches a lovelorn guy switch plates with his girlfriend. Uh-oh. Interior movie theater night. Dolly down the row, hands are held between couples, all entranced by the movie until we reveal Jacob, staring down at his hand, locked with Hannah's. He looks terrified. Interior Hannah's Hannah's bedroom evening. Now it's Hannah's sorry guys. Now it's Hannah's who's asleep in bed and Jacob who stares at her lovingly. Suddenly he catches himself. In a series of comedic jump cuts, he wrestles with the implications of what's happening to him. Pacing, a drink, a big drink, fingers pulling at his own hair, hyperventilating, more staring, more pacing. Cut to interior Hannah's bedroom. And finally, he loses the battle. He tucks Hannah under the blanket, kisses her forehead, and finally gives in to falling in love with her. Cut to interior bar evening. Cal is sitting at the table that once belonged to Jacob. He suddenly seems very alone. He looks towards the bar, notices that same sad sack middle-aged guy, also alone. He picks up his cell. Interior restaurant, continuous. Tracy sits at a table, flowers off to the side. Her phone rings. She looks at it, sees it's Cal. She hits ignore. Pull back to reveal David Lindhagen across from her. He looks at Tracy and smiles. She smiles back weakly. Exterior Weaver house, later. The awkward end of a first date. David walks Tracy to the front door. She's carrying those same flowers. Awkward beat.
I had fun tonight, Tracy, and I was wondering if...
David, stop. Look, I had a nice time, which is a substantial upgrade from the rest of the times I've been having lately. So I don't think I'm ready to start dating, but my ex clearly is, and there's a yogurt shop where they make this 8-calorie ice cream that tastes like a laxative. So if you'd like to take me there sometime, I guess I wouldn't say no.
Wow, that's exactly what I was thinking. It's almost uncanny.
They laugh. This is the moment. Romantic chemistry. Are they going to kiss? Holy cow. And then the door opens. Jessica stands there.
Hello.
Oh, Jessica. Hi. Sorry. Jessica, this is my work friend. He is an accountant named David. David, this is my babysitter, Jessica. Okay, David. Well, everything sounds great. Spreadsheets.
David smiles knowingly.
I'll see you at work.
He exits. Tracy stands there with Jessica, awkward. Inside the door, Robbie sneaks down the stairs. From a kneeling position, he can hear and see everything.
So, how was dinner?
It was just for work.
Pretty dress?
Oh, thanks.
Tracy reaches for her purse awkwardly.
So how much do I owe you?
Did you know your kids are the only ones I babysit or who always want to stay awake so they can see their dad when he gets home? I mean, they fight with everything they have to keep their eyes open so they can hear what dad had for dinner or how he liked the movie. Lots of kids want to stay awake for mom, and your kids always want to see you, but don't get me wrong, but not a lot wait up for dad. Maybe it's because he's good and he's kind and he's decent.
What are you talking about?
That shit crazy.
She walks out the door. Tracy looks confused.
Jessica?
I don't want your slutty money.
Jessica?
But she's gone. Tracy sighs. What the hell was that? And closes the door. Interior house. Tracy locks the door and leans against it, processing what Jessica just said about Cal. She puts the flowers down on the table and heads into the kitchen. On Robbie, at the top of the stairs, regarding the flowers. Exterior street. Cue music. Robbie rides his bike down the street. He's got Tracy's flowers nestled in his handlebars. Interior Jessica's bedroom. Minutes later, Jessica enters in a huff, goes right toward a drawer in her dresser. She pulls out a camera. In quick cuts, we watch as she sets it on her dresser, hits the timer, steps back, drops her clothes to the floor, prints a photo from her camera, and places it in an envelope reading Cal Weaver with a heart. She stares at the envelope for a beat. Just then, her doorbell rings. Jessica jumps, startled. She quickly puts the envelope in a drawer and heads for the door. Interior Jessica's house. She opens the front door, sitting on her stoop. The same flowers that David Lindhagen gave Tracy sit out front. She looks at the note. It reads, "Just give me a chance. Love, David J." But the David J has been crossed out and replaced with Robbie. She shakes her head, takes the flowers, closes the door. Exterior the Weaver backyard, late evening. Music continues as we spy the Weaver family through their windows. Robbie plays video games in his room. Molly watching her show and hers. Tracy in the kitchen. We move down the house and outside where we discover Cal in stealth mode, tending to his backyard. He fertilizes, trims, and waters, all under cover of night.
Kids, ice cream.
Cal looks into the living room. Tracy has brought out ice cream, a carton with 3 spoons. The kids race down the stairs, join her, and start eating, laughing. We take in the real-time tableau. Cal's wife and children, his family, inside. Cal, watching from the outside, looking in. It's touching. It's complicated. It's horribly painful. Inside, Tracy looks at her kids, thinks of something. She steps into the kitchen, closes the door, and dials her phone. Cal leans toward the window, suspicious. Outside, Cal's phone rings. He jumps to silence it. Muted.
Hello?
Hi, Cal.
Silence. Cal is looking at her inside. She has no idea.
So I'm in the basement. I'm trying to get the water heater working because the pilot's out, and I don't know how to relight it.
Obviously, Cal sees she's not in the basement.
I'm sorry to bother you. What do I do?
Cal lowers the phone, looks at her and hesitates. Then,
Fine, it's fine. I'm glad you called. Here, I'll walk you through it. Do you see the little gray door?
Yeah.
Pull it down.
she pantomimes this in the kitchen.
Okay, it's down.
Now you see the red button? I wrote push on it.
I got it.
Push. Now turn that to the right. Stick your match in.
Oh, There it goes.
Good. Now just close the door and you're good to go.
Silence. The charade is over. Now what?
Well, thanks, Cal. I appreciate your help.
No, anytime. Call anytime with stuff like that. Talk to you later.
Yeah. And thanks again.
Cal hangs up. He takes one final look back at his wife as the sprinklers go off in the backyard and douse him. Interior Cal's corporate apartment. Cal sits on his little couch between Robbie and Molly. Molly is once again absorbed in High School Musical. Cal looks depressed. Robbie doesn't look much better.
Nana's coming over tonight. You guys haven't seen her in a while. Want to stay for dinner?
Sure.
Your mom's working till 5. We'll have to tell her. What do you guys want to do today?
High School Musical!
Oh, there's a shocker.
She goes back into her trance.
Don't want to talk to you?
None of that show's on.
No. I mean, Mom.
Oh, no. Just hellos and goodbyes when we pass you guys off.
What happened?
Beyond your pay grade, buddy.
Cal looks pained.
I will say this, though. I got close. We were laughing, talking about old times, all the things we used to do.
His eyes drift to the TV. It's the timeless golf scene from High School Musical 2. A light bulb goes off.
Hey, get your coat.
Robbie smiles, runs off. Cal turns to Molly, remote in hand.
Baby, I'm going to have to turn this off the show.
No!
I have to.
No!
Turning off.
No!
He just does it. He turns the TV off. Silence. Molly turns towards him, stares. A long, scary beat. Then,
Thank you.
Cal kisses her, jumps up from the couch. Interior sporting goods store later. Cal talks to a salesman. Robbie and Molly bounce around excited. Interior party supply store. Cal talks to a different salesman. Robbie and Molly extend a measuring tape across the ground, assisting. Exterior U-Haul Center. Cal rents a truck. Interior Home Depot. Cal picks up materials. As he rounds a corner, he runs into Bernie.
Oh, hey Cal.
Bernie?
So how have you been?
Bernie, I'd love to catch up, but I'm doing something at the old house tonight, and I'm a bit of a rush, so yeah. Let's get it for the cologne.
Cal takes off. Exterior Home Depot. Molly points out her 3 favorite day laborers. Cal hires them. Interior Weaver backyard. Some kind of construction is going on back there. Cal's cell phone rings. We go split screen with Jacob on his. He's waiting outside a liquor store in his car.
Hello?
Hey, Cal.
Oh my God, it's alive.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I know I've been out of circulation.
You abandoned me at my time of need.
Things have gotten a bit. I met a woman.
I bet you did.
No, I mean, I've been spending a lot of time with her, this woman. One woman.
Okay, whatever.
Actually, tonight I'm going to meet her mother.
Whoa, look at you. You realize you might actually have to answer a question or two about yourself.
Yes, I realize that, asshole.
Hannah comes out of the wine store, hops over the car. Jacob can't help but smile. Wow, he's really into her.
Gotta go grab a beer next week?
You got my number. Hey, good for you, by the way.
Thanks. Oh, sorry. Cal hangs up, laughs to himself, and gets back to work. Exterior Weaver house later that night. Tracy pulls up to her house. As she pulls in, she notices Robbie. He's standing outside the front door in a tuxedo, a shit-eating grin on his face. She sighs, "What now?" and parks the car. Interior Jessica's bedroom. Meanwhile, Claire is putting away laundry. She throws some underwear in Jessica's bottom drawer. Notices something, an envelope. It's addressed to Cal Weaver. Curiosity piqued, she picks it up, looks inside, almost faints. Interior Claire and Bernie's living room. Big Bernie sits in a recliner watching football and drinking a cold one. Jessica lies on the floor doing homework. Claire enters ashen. Zombie-like, she hands Bernie the envelope. Jessica looks up, sees it.
No!
She jumps up, but it's too late. On Bernie, staring at the picture. We don't see it, but we get the point. It's a father's worst nightmare. Bernie, dazed, slides the pictures back into the envelope. He looks at the envelope again. On envelope, Cal's name, a heart. Back to scene.
Daddy?
Bernie puts a hand up. He can't speak. He marches out the door. From inside, we hear a car screech away. On Jessica, realizing, she grabs a second set of keys. Exterior Jessica's house. Jessica runs into a second car, races after her father. Exterior Weaver house. Meanwhile, Tracy approaches Robbie. Not only is he wearing a tuxedo, he's carrying a bunch of scarves. Tracy laughs.
Baby, what are you wearing?
That's her.
Tracy's face drops.
I have to blindfold you.
What is this? What is he doing?
Relax, Mom. He's your husband, not Al Qaeda. Just, you'll make it out alive.
She can't help but smile. She kneels down, allowing Robbie to blindfold her from behind. He ties a scarf around her eyes, then another at a different angle, double knots it, then another.
Okay, we're good. Let's do this.
Interior Bernie's car. Meanwhile, there's no expression on Bernie's face. It's frightening. He looks down at the passenger seat, at the envelope bearing Cal's address. He races through a light. A horn blares behind him. Interior Jessica's car. Jessica is the one blaring the horn, crying and panicked. She too races through the same light. Exterior Weaver backyard. Robbie leads a blindfolded Tracy into the backyard. She looks like a zombie with all the scarves over her face. We see what she is not yet privy to. On the backyard, Cal's Shangri-La has been transformed.
Wait, I can't do that.
A yard holds a full-blown miniature golf hole, windmill and all. Cal still stands behind it in a tux.
IT.
Can I take these off, please?
Almost. Kids?
Robbie cues music, which will play throughout the scene. Molly, in a party dress, carries a glass of champagne to Tracy and puts it in her hand.
25 years ago, Cal Weaver saw Tracy Boyle for the first time walking the halls of Woodside Middle School.
Cal, are you seriously doing this in front of the kids?
If it goes bad, I'm supposed to take Molly upstairs and put the TV on loud.
Tracy sighs, giving up.
Well, might as well wait for your daughter.
She's right next to you. IT.
No, your other daughter.
Hello?
From inside the house steps out Hannah.
Nana!
Hi, Daddy.
WTF? And right behind her, Jacob, holding a bottle of wine and smiling like an idiot. Everyone freezes.
Cal,
What the hell are you doing here?
what the hell are you doing here?
Wait, you two know each other?
Hi, Nana.
Wait, what's going on?
Hey, Nana.
Hey, Robbie. Hi, cutie.
What the hell is a Nana?
It's me. I couldn't pronounce Hannah when I was little. Wait. So how do you know my dad?
Oh, God.
I am not understanding what's going on here.
Dad, this is my boyfriend, Jacob.
No, 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 no.
I want to see the boyfriend. Can someone please take this off?
How the hell do you have a 24-year-old daughter?
I was 17. She was our senior year hiccup. That's why we got married so young.
Why did you ever tell me that?
You never let me talk about my children.
So you two, like, really know each other.
No way. You and her? No way. End it now.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Well, then I'm going to murder you.
Dad!
Will someone please take this goddamn thing off?
Bobby, take the goddamn thing off your mother. Bernie?
Blam! A body flies into Cal and knocks him out of frame. It's Bernie. Behind him, Jessica runs after her father, screaming.
How do you know?
Is that Jessica?
Bam! Bernie lands a solid right into Cal's jaw.
Daddy.
Daddy!
What's happening?
Bernie is pummeling Cal.
I let her babysit for you, you sick son of a bitch. She's 17.
Jacob dives in, tries to pull Bernie off. Bernie nails Jacob with an uppercut.
Jacob.
Bernie, I don't know what you're talking about.
Bernie picks up a windmill from the miniature golf course, ready to bash it over Cal's head. Jessica throws herself on Cal.
Dad, stop!
This breaks Bernie's trance. He hesitates.
He didn't do anything. He doesn't know.
Know what?
Know what?
Robbie, please get this thing off me.
I'm trying.
He doesn't even know that I'm in love with him.
Robbie stops, turns.
With who?
With him.
Are you pointing at me?
Are you pointing at him?
Who is she pointing at?
Wait, my dad is the older guy you've been seeing?
I knew it.
He gets ready to pummel some more. Jessica grabs him.
He doesn't even know about the dirty pictures I made for him.
You made him dirty pictures? Oh, God.
Robbie looks to Cal. He's angry, jealous, and brokenhearted all at once.
You're the one. You're the one she... You stole my soulmate.
Wait, Jessica is your soulmate?
I'm sorry, is Tracy home?
Everyone turns. David Lindhagen stands in the doorway. He's holding up a sweater in his right hand.
You left your sweater in my car the other night.
Who are you?
David Lindenhagen.
David Lindenhagen. Okay.
Lindhagen?
Is this a bad time?
Whack! Jacob levels David Lindhagen with a right hook.
You know how much misery you know how much misery you put this poor bastard through?
Before Jacob can finish, Cal levels Jacob.
Stay the hell away from my daughter.
Jacob jumps on Cal. David jumps on Jacob. Bernie tries to pull them apart. Jessica finally gets the blindfold off Tracy. The women and children watch the battle in horror. Cut to interior Weaver backyard. Later, Cal, Jacob, Bernie, and David Lindhagen sit side by side on the miniature golf hole, bloodied but still. Reveal two police officers standing in the center of the yard. One of them finishes writing in a pad.
Well, okay. That should do it. What do you think?
The other cop shrugs. The first cop thinks, then.
Look, I'm just going to write this down as a domestic disturbance, but all clear, okay? Because honestly, I don't even know what to put down here.
Thank you, officer.
He nods, walks to the door, stops there.
Just simmer down, okay? We all have arguments, but if we're going to fight, just do it inside. Keep it in the family, okay?
Jacob snarfs down a laugh. Cal glares at him.
I'll kill you.
The cop looks at Cal, at each other, shrug, and exit. On the yard, awkward silence. Our whole cast is there, disheveled and bloodied. The place looks like a hurricane has hit, a miniature golf hole torn to shreds. Bernie turns to Jessica.
Let's go now.
She nods,
Oh.
looks back at Cal.
I'm so sorry.
Now.
And that's that. Robbie runs to the driveway, looks. In the street, as Jessica runs after her father, trying to apologize. But he won't even look at her. They get in their respective cars, drive off. Back inside, Jacob approaches Cal.
Don't.
Al.
Cal turns to Hannah.
This man is a lowlife and a womanizer.
Oh, that's ironic.
Cal whips around.
I'm sorry, what?
Tracy doesn't push it. Cal turns back to Hannah.
You may not be able to see it, but I have, over and over again. You're not to see him anymore.
Dad, come on. I'm not going to stop seeing him.
Cal turns away.
Well, then I don't have anything to say to you.
Dad.
Get the hell out of my house.
On Hannah, shocked. Back to scene.
Cal, stop being unreasonable.
I said, get the hell out of my house.
It's not your house anymore, Cal.
And you made damn sure of that, didn't you, sweetheart?
This time it's Tracy whose face registers shock. Hannah takes Jacob's hand, pulls him away.
Now, come on.
But Cal won't even look at him.
Hi, Hannah.
Goodbye, cutie.
They exit. Cal lets them go, then grabs his thing.
He's all yours, David.
Ouch.
Nice.
Before he goes, Cal steps in front of Robbie.
Go big or go home, right, buddy?
Robbie looks up at him cold.
Go home, Dad.
Cal nods, exits. Interior various locations the next month. Cue John Mayers, who says, Robbie at school, his spirit is crushed. He looks at his contact list, thanks, and deletes Jessica. Jessica at home, grounded and sad. Jacob trying to get Hannah to make a phone call to her father. She won't. Tracy at her office, finally taking down the picture of her and Cal. And speaking of Cal, interior bar afternoon, 3 weeks later. Cal sits back at his usual table. This isn't cool Cal, the Jacob disciple. No, this is sad mess Cal. He's grown a patchy beard. He's wearing a ratty sweatsuit. He's drinking, once again, vodka cranberry out of a wimpy red straw. It's pathetic. A waitress approaches.
Can I get you another?
What time is it?
2:30 in the afternoon.
2:30 would have been sufficient, but I appreciate the judgment, cocktail waitress. Yes, another drink would be grand.
She exits. Cal feels bad for that one as she reapproaches.
That was uncalled for. Sorry for being a dick.
That's okay. I deserved it.
On Jacob, standing there. As always, he looks perfectly put together. He takes in Cal.
Nice sweatsuit, Cal.
What do you want?
Can I sit?
I don't know, can you?
Okay. Are we going to be mature about this or act like children?
Are we going to be mature or act like children?
Act like children. Okay, so like children then. Move over.
Jacob slides in.
I like to talk.
You still seeing my daughter?
Yes.
Yeah, I have nothing to say to you.
Cal, look at me.
Cal looks. Jacob still has that power over him.
You've been hanging out here a lot.
Sometimes.
Must be missing a lot of work.
I have a lot of vacation days.
On vacation.
I hate the beach. Got a lot of nerve coming here.
Just then, the waitress reapproaches, delivers Cal's drink. They wait her out. She exits.
You want to sit?
No, she probably spit in it.
Jacob nods as Cal pushes the drink away.
Your kids miss you.
You're hanging out with my kids? Fantastic. You can teach Robbie how to objectify women. He'll love that.
Like your graduation's next week. You coming?
Of course I'm coming.
You haven't exactly been around him, Cal.
He's not my biggest fan right now.
Oh, that's a good excuse.
All right, man whore. If your lecture on parental responsibility is almost done.
I love her, Cal.
Cal looks up.
I've never been in love before. Honestly, I've never been in like before. I never got it. I saw people in love. I saw weakness. I heard them say the things they said, and then they do the things they do. It just seems so pathetic. She's my perfect combination of everything, Cal.
Cal looks up at Jacob. He smiles gently.
I know you. I know what you are. You're not good enough for my daughter. You'll never have my permission nor my approval.
Jacob stands.
I'll see you at graduation.
He exits. Once more, Cal is alone, just as he wants it. Exterior graduation ceremony 1 week later. A small middle school amphitheater. About 150 people fill the crowd of an intimate middle school graduation. Tracy, Molly, and Hannah sit in the front row. Jessica sits with her family a few rows away. All look nice. Many rows back. Sits Cal, sandwiched between random spectators. Cal is now shaven and well-dressed, but he looks miserable. His eyes brighten for a moment as he notices an empty seat between Tracy and Hannah. He leans forward. Are they saving it for him? But just then, Jacob arrives, kisses Hannah, and takes Cal's seat. Cal looks nauseous. On stage, we watch the ceremony for a moment. The principal labors through her introduction.
And now, to introduce the first student speaker, our very own English teacher, Kate Thompson.
Cal's former conquest steps onto stage. Ahead of Cal, Tracy looks away, clearly uncomfortable at the teacher's presence. She accidentally catches Cal's eye. Awkward.
Our next speaker is not only the class salutatorian, but he's also one of the most spirited young men I've had the pleasure of teaching. Ladies and gentlemen, Robbie Weaver.
Robbie takes the stage to applause. This is not the same kid we've come to love. There's something different in his face. He's been broken. He spots Jessica.
Thank you, Mrs. Thompson. Welcome, class of 2011. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to talk about today. Mrs. Thompson said it might be good to talk about growing up and getting older and stuff. So I guess I'll talk about that.
Cal watches, concerned. Where's his son?
I grew up a lot this year, I think. I used to think that growing up meant really growing, like getting taller and bigger. But now I think that growing up just makes you smaller. Your dreams get smaller. What you want gets smaller. I grew 1.5 inches this year, but I feel a lot smaller.
Cal sits forward, getting increasingly concerned.
I was in love. And I know that makes my parents laugh because I'm only 13, but whatever. I was. I believe that there was one true love for everyone. And if you fought for that person, your one true love would always work out. But that's not how it works. It sounded good when I was younger, but just not how it works. There's no such thing as one true love for everyone.
Stop!
Robbie turns. Cal is standing in the middle of the crowd. Everyone turns to look at him.
Dad?
Hi. Hi, everyone.
Silence. No one knows what to do. Cal is suddenly really uncomfortable.
May I have a word with my son? I'll just take a second.
Cal tries to extricate himself from his row. He steps over people, squeezes by people, almost trips. Finally clear, he gathers himself and tries to keep his dignity as he marches down the aisle, past his family. Robbie comes to the front of the stage, bends down.
What are you doing?
I don't know. What are you doing?
Robbie's eyes well up with tears.
I was wrong, Dad. There's no such thing as...
Cal turns towards the crowd, announces.
My son's graduation speech sucks.
Gasps from the crowd. On Cal, now standing alone, front and center in front of an entire 8th grade graduation ceremony. He looks behind him at the panel of teachers. Mrs. Thompson discreetly gives Cal the finger.
In fairness, I don't know where he was going, but I think we can all agree it was heading in a pretty depressing direction. I basically wrote it for him. I mean, I didn't literally write it, but I sure as hell influenced it, and he's already spitting images of his mother. And I'll be damned if this is what he's going to get for me.
People squirm, uncomfortable. This is a train wreck.
My son, not him, my actual son. He believes in grand romantic gestures. He believes that people have soulmates. And we always want to tell our 13-year-olds that they're wrong. That one day you'll understand, young man, that maybe it should be the other way around.
He looks at Tracy out in the crowd.
I met my soulmate when I was 15 years old. Our first date, we went for ice cream. After my dad started teasing me about my first date the way dads do, and I told him, stop making a big deal, Dad. We're going to go out on lots of dates with plenty of girls. That was the first time I ever lied to my father. I met my soulmate when I was 15 years old. And I've loved her with everything I have for every minute of every day, ever since she let me buy her that first mint chip ice cream. I loved her through the birth of our 3 perfect children. And I've loved her even as I've hated her. Only married couples can truly understand that one. I don't know what will wind up happening with us. I don't. Robbie, I'm sorry I can't give you that, but I promise you this. I will never stop trying. When you find the one, you never give up trying. And I love you, my amazing boy, for reminding me of that.
Robbie hugs his father as the crowd reacts. Cal kisses his son on the head, then motions towards the microphone. Robbie grabs it with newfound gusto and announces,
I still love you, Jessica. I loved you since the first time you changed my sister's diaper.
as Robbie continues. Cal stands back and smiles. His boy is back. Exterior graduation ceremony later. The ceremony is over. Robbie heads over to his family. They hug him, kiss him. Cal approaches Hannah and Jacob.
Hi, Nana.
Daddy.
He smiles at her, adoring.
My perfect girl.
Hey, girl.
He kisses her forehead, turns to Jacob.
I already ordered a gun. Not kidding. Ordered Colt 45 on a shitty internet site. I can show you the receipt. If you hurt her, I'm prepared to shoot you in the face.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Shut up, Jacob.
Jacob shuts up.
Wow. I like that.
Jacob smiles, shakes hands with Cal. Cal notices.
Is that a new shirt?
And it took me to the Gap. It's actually not as bad as I thought.
Seriously?
Of course not, Cal. It's the Gap. I got this at Nordstrom's.
And like that, order is restored in the universe. Over to Robbie, who approaches Jessica.
It was nice of you to come.
I wouldn't have missed it.
Awkward.
So, how are things with your dad?
Strange. I took a summer internship up at Stanford. Gonna head up there early. Figure it can't hurt to get out of his line of sight for a while.
Yeah, probably a good idea. You were a good babysitter, Jessica. I'm sorry if I made you uncomfortable.
He holds out his hand to shake formally.
Wait. I thought you weren't giving up.
I'm not, but I figure you like my dad. One day I'll look like my dad, so I'll just come for you then.
Jessica smiles.
It's a good plan.
She looks over her shoulder, reaches into her purse.
Until then, a little graduation gift to help get you through high school.
She hands him something in an envelope, the same type of envelope she once used for. Robbie peeks inside, his eyes bug out. Jessica kisses him sweetly on the cheek.
You take care, Robbie.
Robbie watches her go, love struck once more. Cal steps up next to his son.
You okay, buddy?
I am now, Dad. I am now.
Robbie runs off to join his friends. Cal smiles.
I'm terrified of what's going to become of him once he hits puberty.
Cal turns. Tracy has been watching.
We might have to lock him up.
Tracy smiles. Cal walks over toward her.
You gave a good 8th grade graduation speech.
Well, I've been working on it for 3 years, so.
She laughs, then quiet.
Do you think we can ever come back from all this, Cal?
I don't know. I like to try, though. I know I like to try.
Things are just so messed up. And it's been such a strange year. I've been in such a strange place, and we have all these problems, so many problems I've lost count. But at the end of the day, I mean, the only thing I know.
She stops herself, emotional, then simply.
I'm just so glad you took me for that ice cream.
Cal smiles. They share the moment in silence, and then.
It was Rocky Road, by the way.
No.
As they joke and argue about what flavor the ice cream was, we pull back. Off to the side, Robbie steps away from his friends and watches them enjoy one another's company. He smiles. Fade out. The end.
All right.